We got ourselves another one for the day. We got ourselves, yeah boy, Katrikan coming back as the arms warrior. Please, everybody doing Katrikan's arms, give him that honor duel, please. For the love of God, at least give him that honor duel. We also got Lion here. How you doing, La? We got Rector coming in as a Frost Death Knight with Stun Slav. Yo, dude, the Slav boys. We got UKL. Oh my god, it's so cramped in here. Asher on the other side, not cramped as much. We got Asher here, Kreiser, Purple Haze, TM Fox, and Osiris. How's it going, boys? Welcome back, welcome back. Seriously, if Katrikan is the one dueling, please give him the honor duels. We gotta give this Arms Warrior Master like a real duel, man. Give him a chance. Give this boy a chance. And it's okay if you lose against an Arms Warrior. It doesn't mean you're bad, it just means he's good. But give him a chance, don't just attack him. I'm gonna hope. Like, chat, I'm not gonna ban you for doing this, but the rest of the chat is they're gonna boo you out of the arena. Oh, Stun Slav is actually, ooh, interesting opener. Does get a sap at the Chrysler. Open it up on the pet. Garrod on both the pet and the Warlock. Pet is gonna go for a bit of CC, I think, but he's ready. He's ready to hit that thing anytime. Actually getting quite a big damage onto Chrysler. It's gonna be horror effect into a fear. A Stun Slav is gonna have to. Oh, Stunny Slav. He's a Stunny Slav. Study Slab, I like it. Drain Life coming out for Chrysler as Stun is gonna bail behind the wall for a second. Try to get the dots rolling again. And Chrysler is gonna disrupt him with those conflags. Dropping down the Infernal. Drake coming in as Chrysler trying to get a Casbolt in. That's actually gonna be a chicken out of Stun into an interrupt. He's over there with the Infernal. Has evasion up and running. He's done quite a bit of fire damage to him. Really needs to make sure Concoction is rolling at all times. Is gonna get Phantomized rolling on the Warlock and his team. Is going to land that Vanish for just a second. No dots on him right now. He's actually just going to wait out Chrysler in his opener. Stun is still holding on to the Vendetta. No more trigger for Chrysler. Hanging out by the eyes in case Chrysler does pick him up. Actually, no eyes for a while. Does he go for a sap? I think he tried to go for a sap on the pet. Gonna open up with a Garrod onto Chrysler. Could be the pet CC to follow. Does get a kidney shot. And the pet CC does hit him. He's actually going to put himself back. Yeah, that's a pretty big kidney shot. He could have made a lot of things happening with that. Cataclysm coming out for Chrysler though. Stun is going to get hit with a horror. More CC coming out for Chrysler. Into a Casbolt. Slav is going to have to eat that damage. Has a big trinket available for himself. Wants to go for a setup with the Chrysler, but not enough to connect. Does he go for the big Vendetta right now? Chrysler is kind of out in the open. Kick coming out onto the Fear. Kidney shot onto the Casbolt. This is where Vendetta rolls in. Chrysler might have to think about popping that wall and does pop that wall a little bit early. Going to be a conflag with a Warlock House against Stun into a Fear to follow. Does he go for the big setup? It looks like he doesn't have Dark Soul instability or doesn't roll Dark Soul instability this duel. It's really hard to tell exactly what he's doing with Dark Soul. I think he does have Dark Soul, doesn't he? He just hasn't used it yet. Maldic coming in onto Chrysler with a kidney shot. And Stun does get hit with a pet CC, but he does get a few seconds left onto Chrysler off of that kidney. Chrysler does live to that Maldic, but he's actually dropping down health little by little into another horror. Trying to get Stun out of there, but Stun DR fully on that Fear. That's going to be finally Dark Soul instability for Chrysler. That's going to be a lot of resource generation because his abilities are more likely to crit. And if you can land those Casbolts, those will do far more damage. So it's actually a nice setup for him. Stun is trying to get over there. He's not going to be another pet CC. I think he's fully deordered. The pet CC chicken coming out for Chrysler right now. As he bails out of that Stun into a Casbolt right in Stun's face. And it's going to be a Stun trying to come out by Chrysler with Stun. I think I should call him Slav instead because I keep using Stun as like an ability as a Stun. Slav, we'll do that. Slav is going to pop that evasion a little bit early behind the pillar. Chrysler trying to land a Shadow Fury around the corner. Slav is just waiting now for the perfect moment. Needs to be aware of the pet CC that's going to come out immediately following the kidney shot onto Chrysler. Does land it. The pet is looking for that CC immediately. Is he going to do it? No, it's not going to happen. That's actually Chrysler's fully dotted up way in the back. Fully dotted up. He's going to take some healing back because the pet is attacking Slav. Into a horror, recovering a lot of health, into another Fear. Slav has Trinket available. Vanish coming out. Could go road the pet. And Chrysler, if he wanted to, he could have a go right now. Gonna get a Garrote on the Warlock, getting the dots up and running, get a shot. Let's go to Pet CC to stop him in place though. He did get feared early, so it was fully DR'd. Quasi doesn't have the horror effect anymore. He's actually might be out of all options, marked for death, and he does go down. A Slav does take him out. Purple is going up next with a stun on the Slav into a Cloak of Shadows immediately. Doesn't have blind or anything, just to find a way to shake Purple Haze off his back. Does get poisons on him, so at least it slows him down. But that's about all he could really do. Phantom dies and tried to see if he could just stay afloat. Purple hasn't went for the kill just yet, but he might be going for it right now. Mallet goes to Slav. A Slav is just running around. Does get a shadow step against Purple. And Purple doesn't have the mobility to catch up to him yet. Sprint coming out for Slav. He actually might be able to catch a resale. Does land a stab into Purple, but he does need a little bit of that damage. Does get a concoction rolling. Oh my goodness. Slav, man. Surviving Chrysler. Slav is just waiting out for Purple. Is going to open up with a Garrote, trying to get the dots up and running. Purple is going to try to disengage for a second. Stun, Trigger coming out for Purple, immediately following that, get the shot. Stun onto Slav, and Slav getting stunned back-to-back, blinded Purple, so Slav can actually go for a little bit of reset. And Slav looks like he does have Vendetta up. If he goes for resap on the Purple, he is going to get full saps. If he has a perfect Vendetta lineup, wombo combo, he might be able to do it. Has evasion to follow. Is he even going to go for it? He actually might not. Yeah, he actually just might not. Purple Haze, does he have eyes? He does have eyes, looking for Slav. And Slav is looking for more of a reset. He doesn't want to go in yet. Oh, Purple Haze getting caught in the corner of the wall for a second. Stun onto Slav, I-beam coming out again. Full Metamorphosis up and running, stun. Slav does get himself evasion, and Purple is going to fly up in the air. Does he still get to hit him? Is that little crack? Does he... Okay, that is a wall. He doesn't actually... That little crack in the wall doesn't actually count as like per open line of sight. Thank God, that would have been weird. I guess actually, technically, it would have been broken, I feel like. Full Vendetta coming out as Slav is going to go for a bit of a dance, man. Vanish Sheep Shot on the Purple Haze. They continue damage. Back-to-back Sheep Shots into an Venom, but Darkness does drop down for Purple, though. He needs to maintain the dots on Purple the whole time, keeping the poisons rolling on him as long as he can. Purple is going to go into the full Metamorphosis. Wants to get the big damage into Slav right now. Can he catch up? That is the question. Slav catching that resell for a second into a Garrote onto Purple. Into another knife throw, into a killer shot. Does he have enough matter to fall? Is that going to be enough to get him damage in? It looks like he's going to be able to. Yeah, there we go. There we go, Slav. Fox looks like he's going to be up next. Yep, Fox is up next. I like that watermelon transmog he's got going on. I very much like that. Look at the watermelon shoulder pads, dude. Don't tell me that's not watermelon. Don't tell me that is not watermelon. I know it's supposed to be a bug thing like the belt, but that is watermelon and a half, dude. Watermelon is perfect in summer weather. Garrote coming out onto Fox. He does land an incap onto stun. Or Slav. It's Slav without a trinket. It's going to be kind of in a bad spot. That's going to be touching the full setup. Does he have a vanish? He doesn't even have a vanish. Looks like, oh, kidney shot does come out onto Fox. He does force a trinket out of it. And Slav is running the hell out of that. He's trying to run away from the touch of death. Fist of Fury does catch up. And he does land a blind onto Fox. He actually being an orc. He didn't sit that stun long enough. Had a full comp points ready for Fox at the beginning to force out that trinket and then sprinted out of there ASAP before he got completely rocked in that Fist of Fury. That was a perfect setup for him. That was so lucky. Fox is going to get the images up and running onto Slav. He's going to land a kidney shot onto Fox. He's going to go for that Mark for Earth and Venom and try to see if he can bail the hell away from him. Fox is going to burn the Warlock Hellstone. It's going to be a Shadow Step for Slav as he's staying as mobile as he can. Going to land the Concoction. Board coming in for Fox right now. Can he get the slows onto Slav? Almost. Does land an incap. Is he going to go for a big setup? Maledict onto Slav right now. That's going to be wall for Fox as he gets dampen harm. Evasion coming in for Slav though. Does get disarmed though. He's just trying to bide his time right now. Does miss the kick onto Fox though. That's going to be put him behind a little bit. Fist of Fury coming out. Doesn't have anything for this. Does have a trinket and a vanish if you ever needs to. Kidney shot coming out to Fox with a Vendetta. Full setup. Does Fox have anything for it? Look at this man do a little bit of dance. Just dancing around there, all these guys. Just dance around all of them, man. Oh my goodness. And Osiris is over there already on the hunt. Walks right by him. Who's right on top of him? Pickle let us sap any moment. They walk right on top of each other. And there you, by the way, this is an EU, man. EU. Is that a Gladiator rogue? Is he Gladiator? Stanislav? Yeah, he's in pretty good, man. I like his Mog too. It's really down-to-earth Mog. Black coming out to Stanislav. Kidney shot to follow. Does have a trinket, but that's not going to be Vendetta. Oh, trinket turns around the stone into Osiris. Is that going to force a trinket out of him? Maledict to follow. Trinket forced out on Osiris. Late though. And Stanislav is going to get the fan of knives rolling onto Osiris, making sure to maintain the dots into a blind as soon as he sees the Vendetta. I want to see the priest. Ooh, I do too want to see the priest. What's up, Zane? How you doing, man? The fact that he has so much as a fights with the HP. He does get a lot of HP though, doesn't he? But he does get himself a good reset though. It's not like he's been just LOSing people and just waiting and burning concoctions for like an hour. And Osiris does go down. Yo, I don't want to take away from Slav's victory here, man. I don't want to do it. So we're just going to keep on with the games. Asher is up next. Almost caught Slav. How's Slav looking? He has evasion. Cloak of Shadows down. Vendetta up if he needs to. Does have Vendetta. Vanish, Vendetta, evasion. That's all he needs, I think. He's going to open up onto Asher, get the dots rolling, and he's going to go for a Mark for Death kidney shot to follow, too. That's going to be a Shadow Step away from Asher ASAP. As soon as he gets a chance. Asher does land an Incap on him, though. He's going to go for a big setup. No chicken available for Slav, though. But the stun is going to be short. Going to be a full stun. Fist of Fury with the pets. And it's going to get a concoction rolling while Whirling Dragon Punch coming out. Does get a pre-feint for the damage. Does pre-feint a lot of it. Maladin coming out onto Slav right now. Good Vanish if he needs to. Gets another kidney shot onto Asher. Try to see if he can force a cooldown out of Asher. That's going to go for that Vanish to get a reset. Maybe he could have just ran, sprinted out. Force Asher to maybe burn mobility. Maybe. Maybe not. But Asher is looking pretty healthy right now, man. Look at him. Even he was doing a little bit of a dance. This is where Stanislav, if he could get this last man standing, he'll be golden, boy. Fist of Fury coming down was really short, though. Does land a full Fist of Fury kidney shot onto Asher with the dots rolling. Asher is going to have to cleanse himself off those dots. Needs to get a heal rolling, but the poisons are going to keep him very immobile. Does catch an Incap onto Slav. Is going to get a slow on him. Slav is going to burn that sprint. It's going to go for Phantom Knights to get a slow going onto Asher. Building the calm points off of him while he has disarm rolling on him. Does get a shot onto Asher, but kind of DR'd it a bit. Blind coming down to Asher. Asher is not going to trinket it, because that will give Slav too much of an opportunity here. He's going to go for a sap right now. Our road opener was kind of risky. It is kind of risky, especially against a monk, because you know that they can just Fist of Fury. Just like that, Clockwork Asher is able to counter the opener for Slav into a leg sweep, forcing a trick out of him. Evasion for Slav right now. And Asher is going to bail away, just kiting away from the evasion of a little bit. Smoke bomb coming out. And decided, you know what, I can get into that smoke bomb. Stanislav does get himself a reset for a second. Into a full kidney shot onto Asher with Vendetta, forcing out a trinket. Not even trinket. Does reflect the Maldic back to him with a Karma to follow. And Slav is kind of out in the open. Fist of Fury hampering him down. I think he might just go down to the Fist of Fury. Whirling Dragon Punch it down. He goes. Gladiator. Stanislav does go down to Asher. Who's up next? Is Asher going to go for a big 1v5? Is Asher gonna go for the big one now, boys? Oh my god, he's against Wrecker. Unless Wrecker is gonna wreck his day, man. Took an Elite Monk of 45% dampening. Yeah, it did take a lot, didn't it? Whew. Alright, Wrecker, show us how Frost Death Knights do it, man. Show us how Frost DKs do it, as Asher does get the opener. Wrecker trading out the common cold with him. It's going to be quite a bit for Wrecker. Does get a stun into Asher while he's leg swept. It's going to go for a trinket. Wrecker is going to get hit with a disarm. It's going to be touch of death on him right now. Does get a second stun rolling into Asher. Asher's going to follow up with the Fist of Fury early on. Wrecker's going to take quite a bit of damage though. That's touch of death, dropping him down very low. Transfusion coming out. Maladin follow. Doesn't have AMS for this one though. Needs to heal desperately. And Asher actually just claps him out. Waiting out for the AMS. AMS came out a little bit too early for Wrecker. If you waited with that just a little bit, just by a hair, then we'll need to worry about it. Asher is allowed the full honor duel here versus the UKL now. They're just going to let this man, last man on the lines, fight it out to the very end. Is going to get the opener. UKL is going to get up in there. It's a stun. Blade Dance to fall. It needs to get the I-beam rolling ASAP. And Asher, I think, is rolling COS Pans. Going to get a Fist of Fury. Does get stunned up on it. Does interrupt UKL onto his I-beam. Not letting him get a full cast off. Is going to bail out behind the wall. Ring of Peace coming down on one side. Oh, UKL got to catch him on that cast. Going to hit him with an imprison. This is get some big damage out. Gonna get disarmed for a second into a leg sweep. Chickens out immediately. Asher looking to follow up with a damage while he has the images up and running. Metamorphosis coming out for UKL. Stunning Asher into an I-beam. Lots of damage available. Could be seeing a Karma out of here. We are seeing a Karma. And UKL is just gonna fly up in the air. Just needs to not do any damage to Asher. Asher is gonna retreat and go for Vivify's ASAP. UKL still holding him to darkness. Metamorphosis is up for him. Asher, I think, holding on to a trinket right now. Used human racial, I think, at one point already. So he still could get out of a stun. UKL needs to min-max the output of his metamorphosis right now. I think Dalaran is stunned into Asher. IBM triple along the metamorphosis, needs to get this back-to-back damage rolling, especially with Blade Dance and obliterates. Does he go for him? You just gotta... He's waiting him out. That's not a good idea. You're just letting him heal. Why do you... You're gonna pay for it, man. If you're gonna lose this, you would lose it because you're letting Asher heal. You should probably get at him. I know he was trying to bait you at him, but he's also perfectly fine not taking damage. You gotta stop him from healing. Touch of Death coming down. UKL has no trinket. Fist of Fury to follow. Acid gets hit with a Lexi. Running Dragon Punch to follow, and UKL is down. Even if he has anything for this, he's just done. Let's see, can Darkness it? Nope. Done. Allah is gonna be up next. Is he gonna give him full honor duel too? Wait, is this actually gonna be Asher coming back in a big old 1v5? Oh my goodness. It's actually given a full opportunity, man. La, you're playing a Shadow Priest, you realize it, right? Oh my goodness. What a nice Shadow Priest. What a nice Horde Shadow Priest. Asher is gonna get that opener stun coming out on him off the bat. La doesn't have the resources off the bat to go for Void Eruption though. It's gonna be Fist of Fury by Asher. Malady coming out onto the priest actually as he goes for a massive spell on that thing. And did Asher get dispelled of that shadow of that fear? Did he dispel his fear? I think he did. I'm pretty sure it was Mindbender that tagged him a little bit too hard off that fear, but it almost looked like he dispelled his fear after fearing him. I know he was going to dispel his Mally. Does land a Mally into Asher. He does reflect it back into La, but does get Horde out. Needs to get dots up and running again onto Asher. Getting silenced up with a trinket. BT trying to come out. Does land BT. Needs to go for any kind of healing. Disperse needs to come out. Asher is dotted up. Does have images back up. We're fine for his life, but the dots are actually keeping himself kind of lowish. La needs to make sure to heal up a full. At 69% dampen, it's going to be very, very little healing to do. Asher has Karma. La. I don't know if La can do this, man. Maybe. Maybe they can. He's dead. La got this. I believe, dude. I believe in the cleave. Incap coming out. Stun onto Asher. Needs to get the dots up and running. Does get Void Eruption rolling. Interfere off that Fist of Fury. La needs to get more instant cast rolling. Is going to go for Shadowman's. Asher could go for a lot of healing too. I feel like at this point, La just needs to get damage up and running. Needs to get the Siphon Manbender. Ooh, taking a lot of damage right now. Has Greater Fate up and running. Actually, Greater Fate letting him live for a little bit longer. Does go for a silence onto Asher. Does he have enough to finish him off? Karma might come out for Asher right now. He has Mindbender slapping him on the side. La is trying to go to end the game. Actually goes for that extra Karma at the very end. And Asher barely has any health. La almost had it, actually. If that Karma didn't happen, that would have been it. And Asher... Kachikan! You cannot let this man heal to full at this point. You have to end him. You have to end him. Have to end him. That's so close. La, you had him. Oh my goodness, that Karma at the end. He just was holding on to that Karma, dude. If any of your abilities crit there, Asher would have been done. 75% dampener. Cat, he's not gonna be able to heal for 75% dampener. Disarm immediately onto Asher. He doesn't get to get Fist of Fury up and running. Double charge for Cat, triple charge for Kachikan. Cleaving through, running through Asher right now in the opener. Asher, I cannot believe you came back like that. We had a Rogue obliterate his team, and Asher's back to back to back to back. If dampening wasn't that high, I would have been okay. Asher, get full health. So you can try versus Cal, but at this point, dampen is so high, and he's going up against an arms warrior. Kachikan and this man. You know what I mean? Yeah.